This is Let's Talk Real Estate with Corina Cisneros on 101.5 WEEI Sports Radio Lakes Region. Once again, here's Corina.
And we are back with Dave Kimball Jr., owner of Dave Kimball Jr. Construction. David, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much, Corina.
What exactly is a general contractor?
A general contractor, in my eyes, is someone that goes in and runs a project for a customer, someone who has been through all phases of construction, someone who has worked their way up through the ranks and done every aspect of carpentry and construction, right from clearing of the land to the carpeting that goes in the house at the end. There's a lot of people out there who haven't gone through this process and trying to sell themselves as contractors, and it makes it tough for us contractors who have worked their way up through and enjoy doing what they're doing.
All right, so what kind of contracting jobs or projects do you enjoy doing for your customers?
Typically, I like to go in and renovate a home, whether it be a bathroom, a kitchen. Kitchens are one of my favorites, and just listening to the customer, taking their input and making that a dream for them, laying it out for them, to designing it for them, to actually installing of all the parts and pieces for them.
All the things that you do, what are the most expensive in terms of time and the materials normally?
Typically, it's kitchens and bathrooms are pretty much where the money is.
And why is that?
There's a lot of different phases to it. There's cabinets, there's appliances, there's countertops, and there's so many different choices these days. From laminates all the way to granites, bathrooms, tubs. You could do tile versus linoleum. There's just a wide array of choices out there today. So it kind of governs where that price is going to go.
So when you say you are in construction, you must have specialists who do all these areas, and you manage them. Is that correct?
I manage most of them. That's part of the general contracting process. Is I surround myself with subcontractors, for example, electricians, plumbers, drywall guys.
All vetted, of course.
Yes, all vetted. I try to remain loyal to a certain few of them, so I give them my repeat business, and they're fairly loyal back to me.
What areas of New Hampshire do you cover?
We have been as far north as Sugar Hill, Franconia, and as far south as we've actually just started going to Massachusetts. We've been into Needham, Massachusetts. Some things in Manchester, New Hampshire, Nashua, New Hampshire, but pretty much we're centrally located right here in the Lakes region.
So let's say, take an example of my brother. He's under agreement with a house at Gunstock Acres, and he wants to do another bedroom, but to do another bedroom in the space that he has, he's got to do a bathroom and maybe do a little bit of work in the kitchen to kind of make it more open. Is that something that you would do with your company?
Absolutely. Yes. We go in, we assess the situation, we assess the size of what he has to work with. We would do a layout with him, some kind of a design with him, so that things were functionally correct, and then ultimately aesthetically correct also.
Okay. So let's say you do all that and you give a price. This is what it's going to cost.
Yes.
Now, sometimes it never costs that. There's more money because we forgot something, how do we contain the cost once you give a price? What factors could occur where the price is less or more?
One of the biggest things that we run into is the details that are involved in each and every job. The decision making, it's hard to iron all of that out from the get-go. There are changes along the way. There are things that occur that you unexpected, and we typically deal with those at a change order type process.
So, do you charge your work a set fee, or is it by the hour, or how do you price these things out?
It depends on the enormity of the job. Typically, we go in, and if it's a small job, I can easily give them a price not to exceed.
Right.
Or a lot of people, I tell them, my basic philosophy is I can give you a price on this. It's apt to change, most likely going to change, and it's going to be a little bit high in the beginning to cover myself. Because basically I'm not there to pay for anybody else's renovation. So I have to go a little bit high from the get-go. Or the other option is we can do that by the hour. and I charge out my subs and put 20% on top of that, and then do it on a time and materials basis.
Okay. So a couple last questions. What would be the one piece of advice you would give to a homeowner before they hire any contractor?
Check their references. Check customers that they've worked for in the past. One of the biggest things I have going for me, I do no advertising. All of my work is by word of mouth. I've been doing it for many, many years. And I encourage my prospective customers to call some of my past clients just to get a reference on myself.
Do general contractors in New Hampshire have to be licensed?
Not in the state of New Hampshire, we do not.
Really?
Nope, not in the state of New Hampshire. That's probably one of the biggest downfalls, and why there are so many people who become carpenters, or is that there is no licensing. No one governs, that.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Dave, if anybody in our audience wants to contact you, how do they do that?
I have a business card. My company is Dave Kimball Jr. Construction, and I'm located in Laconia.
And what is your phone number?
And my telephone number is 603-393-1255.
Okay, fantastic. Dave, would you come to my brother's house and give us a quote?
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that. In the meantime, I want to thank you, Dave, for coming on our show. Would you come in a couple of weeks or so?
Absolutely.
To continue the conversation?
Yes, thank you, Corina.
It's a pleasure to have you. Okay, everybody, there you have it. General contractor Dave Kimball Jr. Okay, well, I'll take a break and we'll be right back after listening to our sponsors.